Welcome to this explainer. Have you ever wondered why, say, your financial goals might stick, but your fitness goals just kind of fade away into the background? Well, today we're going to unpack an absolutely foundational rule of personal growth and success, straight from our source material. If you've ever wanted to know why some habits just click and others totally fail, the answer actually lies in one incredibly powerful, yet honestly straightforward concept. And we're going to explore the whole shebang together. Okay, let's dive right into this. You will improve when you track your progress. That is a massive, undeniable core premise we pulled directly from the text. And what's really fascinating here is just how definitive it is, right? It doesn't say you might improve or, you could improve if you just so happen to get lucky. Nope. It presents a concrete law of cause and effect. It is a literal guarantee that tracking is the actual engine of progress.
So the crucial point is, what gets measured and tracked tends to improve. Measurement isn't just about, dryly recording data at the end of a long week or just putting a check mark in a box for the sake of it. Think about a simple pedometer for a second. Just strapping a fitness tracker to your wrist almost magically makes you walk more, even before you consciously set a specific goal. The text makes it absolutely clear that the very act of tracking is actually the catalyst. It's what causes the improvement itself.
Section 1. Why measurement works. The 3 pillars. Let's transition here to break down the why and deconstruct the psychological mechanisms provided in our source. Our source actually gives us 3 distinct sequential reasons why tracking creates such a definitive path to progress. Number 1, accountability. Number 2, watching out. And number 3, constantly challenging and questioning yourself. These aren't just random concepts thrown together. They literally form a psychological chain reaction that's triggered the very second you start to measure. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is that first foundational mechanism, accountability. The absolute instant you start measuring something, you create this immediate, inescapable sense of accountability. Like the moment you actually write down that you spent, say, $50 on coffee this week, well, the illusion completely shatters. You can't hide behind vague intentions or rosy estimates anymore. Tracking forces you to confront reality head-on, giving you a crystal-clear, objective look at your actual performance. Section 2. The power of vigilance. Let's move to this and see how it builds from basic accountability into an active mindset. Our source uses a really brilliant phrase here, because you are watching out. Tracking totally shifts you from a passive state, where things just kind of happen to you throughout the day, into a highly active state. You become hyper-aware. Actually, you might suddenly put down that extra donut simply because you know you're going to have to log it in your app later. You basically become the active guardian of your own habits. Section 3. Challenging yourself. And this brilliantly illustrates the final, most intensive phase of the measurement cycle detailed in the text. The text emphasizes constantly challenging. Look, once you're watching out, you don't just settle. No way. You see your baseline and you push it. If you see yesterday's 10-minute run on your log, today you demand 11. You actively start to challenge your own limits and demand just a little bit more from yourself every single time. And questioning yourself. It doesn't stop at the challenge, folks. You begin asking the hard, necessary questions. Like, why did that project take 4 hours when I explicitly planned for 2? Was I scrolling on social media? Tracking literally forces this internal dialogue. You're no longer just passively logging data, you're interrogating your habits to figure out exactly how you can be better. To be on track. Man, this brings the entire thought together perfectly. Every single challenge you face and every tough question you throw at yourself serves one ultimate purpose, keeping you firmly aligned with your goals. The measurement isn't there to stress you out. Actually, scratch that. It's the exact opposite. It's your ultimate compass, continuously ensuring you're actually moving in the direction you want to go. So when we look at the big picture here, the contrast is super clear. On one side, we have absolutely no tracking, which inherently means a total lack of accountability. You're just flying blind. But on the flip side, tracking progress triggers this incredible cascade. You start watching out, you start questioning, and inevitably, you start improving. It's a real game changer that fundamentally upgrades how you operate. So I want to leave you with a provocative thought to really chew on today. What are you failing to improve right now simply because you aren't tracking it? Take a hard look at your own life and your daily routines. Find that one specific area where you really want to see growth. Start measuring it today, embrace that accountability, and just watch the progress unfold.